Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Morning. Good morning.
Got our new shirts in. The same shirts, except on the back we added our phone number and added an American flag because
I am a real American. Fight for the rights of every man.
USA, America. And we're Americans and we support. Anyways, let's get on with this job today. Today, this is going to be a 2-day job, possibly a 3-day job. It's a DIY project you can do yourself. We're going to show you how. This one is a little more hands-on than the normal one, but not difficult by any means. Our client here in Wesley Chapel has got a new house. They've got their patio, their pool here. This pool deck sits higher than this patio down here, if you can't tell. Good old typical house without any channel drains, any kind of drainage besides what is put in here. What is put in here, you might ask? Well, we're looking at a 3-inch drainage system. It's solid pipe. Actually, this is perforated flex pipe. You can see all these little holes right here, but it's all squished together so that doesn't let water in anyways. These are made for downspout extensions above ground. This is not regular corrugated pipe. It's not 4-inch either. It's very weak pipe. This does not let any water into the system, hardly at all. And on top of that, you can see these basin lids are higher than the rock around it. So all this water just shoots into this patio area and floods it all up. Along on this other side of the home, they've got roof runoff, and the hole in the eye gutter comes this way and pours right here into this spot. It's wallowing out, making a low spot in this yard. What we're going to do here is a couple catch basins in this rock yard, and we're going to carry that out down the side yard, get it away from the foundation so it stops eating away at the back. Oh my god, yawning. At the back part of that house. We will be putting in a larger 4-inch channel drain. 4 inches is the way to go if you can. If not, do the 2 1/4, but 4 is definitely the best system to carry a large amount of water out of a deck area. We're going to run that and connect it to a new yard drain system, which is what we're installing today. We'll be putting a one-way catch basin right here to collect all this water coming from the channel drain. We're going to go ahead and do yard drain down the side of their house because this fence is getting squishy by it. If that water sits there too long, those fence posts will start leaning when they soften up, and they'll have to replace the whole fence too. We don't want that. So we're going to be putting in some catch basins along the way to catch that surface water. Pretty simple install, just a bit larger of one, but we'll show you step by step how to get her done. Step 1, Joe is removing that sod. He's going to come down. You don't need a sod chopper. You can do it with a shovel if you want, but it is faster with a sod cutter like that.
Little product.
They're nice and shallow, so you don't have to worry too much about it going down and hitting any irrigation lines, pool pumps, anything like that. Sometimes you do, but most of the time you do not. And we'll just remove them in sheets like that. Pull them up out of the ground. See how clean of an edge that makes? We'll just come down the line. Do that the whole run. Then we'll show you guys how to trench this line. Now Joe's gone ahead, already started trenching this line. We like to use these 4-inch trencher shovels. They look kind of funny. They've got a good angle, makes it really easy to trench out that soil, especially when we're digging backwards. Always want to trench going backwards easy, it's less effort. He digs down, plops it up, and there's no soil in front of you that you're fighting against. When you go back through and try to get that smooth grade, you can take the same kind of shovel. It's nice these are 4 inches too, because it's the exact width of the pipe we're going in. But when you go back for that grading, all you're gonna do is just slide it downhill and scrape the top of that soil off. It's like shaving ice. It's easy because you're already going downhill, and you can just scoop it out. So that's trenching. I mean, you don't really need to teach how to dig, but you can teach how to make it easier, I guess. And that's the easiest way. I'm going to show you guys the difference between corrugated pipe and the flex pipe that's also sold in stores. People think they're the same thing. This right here, corrugated pipe. This is perforated. It needs to be wrapped properly, surrounded by rock and buried deeper. The way that it is, it stands pretty weak. However, even weaker than that is the drain that runs through as the channel drain, which is this. This is that flex pipe. This has perforations in it. It's supposed to let water in. It's very weak, as you can tell. Should not be able to do this with a pipe.
I don't promote cursing, but it helps. I look at it like it's straight to the point. It's nothing that I'm proud of. If I could stop, I would.
That's poopy pipe. That's dog doo-doo. Dog doo-doo pipe. Using the shawl to fix your problems. They call it the saws all, you know, like it saws all, but we call it the shawl because it shawls all our problems. You get it? Because saw sounds like solves all our problems. That's funny. Get out. We've got the majority of this side dug. Gotta be a little careful in here because probably got the pool pumps. Whew. There we go. Trench this a little bit more and get to laying that pipe. Nah, I mean. Now, these catch basins are made for catching surface water. That's what most of this stuff is here in Wesley Chapel. It's really dense clay. That water doesn't percolate through, it just sits on the surface. Or they don't have gutters and downspouts, so we immediately need to catch that water before it starts sinking in under the foundation. That's when we use catch basins, if you're wondering. You can look at our diagram and see aerial view of what we are doing today. Got another quote request there. Hi, Sage. You can see these green dots on here are the catch basins. We are right here right now, so we'll be putting one way, two ways before the fence, and one right after the fence. We send these with the quotes, and then we use them as maps whenever we come and do the install. If y'all are wondering how we choose to put what where, that be how. I was ahead of the game, so I'm gonna toss this over to him. Joe, tell him what you're doing over there.
Well, everybody, I'm over here setting up these catch basins. Getting everything put in line as Nash makes a ton of noise behind me. So, as you can see here, we have our two-way catch basin. It's a two-way because it has two entries or exits, however you want to call them. Obviously, you see pipe comes in this way and then connects to this side, continues down the line. I've got two more basins to put in down there. They're going to look exactly like this. Once we're done, we're going to compact everything around them really nicely. Make sure no water gets down underneath them, lift them up, and then they'll be good to go. So, yeah, that's about it. Nash, back to you.
I'm still fighting this pipe. And the pipe, indeed, is winning. It's already one of those days. But I'm gonna go ahead and skip to when I beat the pipe. I showed that pipe who's boss. See that water's flowing real pretty down here, not into our pipe because our pipe's not in the ground yet because I busted the dam prematurely. There's an existing drain line that goes down that way, and obviously it's sloped the wrong way because it's flowing up and out. Whatever silly goose installed this thing, they didn't do a very darn tootin' good job, did they? No, they didn't. Anyways, I'm talking to myself now. I need the knife so I can cut that pipe. Go ahead and cut it off, and ba-blam. We're backfilled. Sod is back on top. Whenever you pack that dirt back on, make sure that dirt is packed around the edges nice and tight. Compact that as best as you can. But as far as the sod goes, just set that on top. Walk over it and just wiggle your feet. And break up those roots. You want your sod to sit just a wee bit higher than the other sod around it, because over time the rain's going to come through, break up that dirt, and it'll settle and be level with the rest of the yard. Time is 11:20. 11:20-ish. So we've been here, I don't know, I forgot what time we got here, 9:45 I think. So not been here long. We have that whole backyard completely done, sod back on. You can see we've got one catch basin and then two more before that one way working forward. Got all this backfilled. Looks like we barely came in here. That's all the muddiness. So we've got another 20 feet till we hit that sidewalk, and then we'll go take a lunch break. So I'm gonna go ahead and knock that out. I'll cut to when we are doing the end of it, because it's the same here. We're just burying pipe until we get to the end, where we'll use a pop-up emitter for the end of this. A lot of people throw their shade on these things because they don't know how to properly install them.
For all those haters out there, suck my ass, because you're no good and better than everybody else.
Usually it comes down to grade. If you have good grade, like we do, from the back coming forward, that's a great time to use a pop-up emitter. Water comes into here, it's a 90, and all it does is slowly float out of the top of this. This just floats up. Whenever there's less water than there is needed to make it up and out of this 90, it has what's called a weep hole on the bottom. This is a slit right here. That water will drain through this and percolate into the soil, given that you have decent enough soil here. That way water is not left sitting in the pipe. These things work really well if you install them correctly. Other ways you can end it is with a catch basin. We don't like doing that because if debris and lawn clippings get into the system and it gets trapped in that catch basin lid and can't come up, one of two things happen. Either that top has to pop off, or it stays on and all that debris clogs the top and the water backflows all the way up the drain and clogs your drainage system. You can also daylight it. Different way you can do that. Not really at the end of a sidewalk like this, but if you were to take this onto the sidewalk to the street, you could leave the pipe open-ended and cut out a chunk of this curbing if the neighborhood allows it, or if it's your private property and you have the ability to do so. All you're going to do that is take a concrete saw, look up apple drains. Chuck does a really good, he has a bunch of videos on how to do that. You basically take a concrete saw, make 3 cuts, one down the middle, and 3. It makes a V right here with 1 slit, and you can just hammer that out, drop the pipe in, and it'll drain right here into the curbing. That's the best way as far as water flow goes to get it there, but we cannot do that here in this neighborhood, and we also can't make it under the sidewalk with all these palm roots growing up under it. So we will be ending with a pop-up emitter. Backfill this side and we will be good to go on lunch. Again, this is just a 4-inch pop-up emitter. They work really well. I guess another option you can do now that is out, I believe French Drain Man, if you've watched some of his videos on YouTube, he has his own pop-up emitter he sells now. I'm sure that's about the same as this one. I know it's a little bit less of an angle, so it's not quite a 90, I think is what he says. So I'm gonna order one of those and check out how those work. Because yes, the 90 does a tiny bit slow down the flow if we're in a huge torrential downpour. So that might benefit if it's a little bit less than a 90. So we'll probably order one of his. Most of his products are pretty good, from what we've heard and used. And now that I saw he did that one, we're gonna put an order and see what that's about. So he's got a good channel too. Be sure to check him out. French Drain Man. Just doing a real important part right here.
Playing in the water.
Playing in the water.
Most important part.
Just compacting around these catch basins right here. If you don't compact around them well after the install, if we get a rain and that water gets up under it, it'll lift it up like a boat. That's called water displacement.
You know, I'm something of a scientist myself.
Ooh, science. Where's the screws at?
What?
The screws?
Still
Yo, tell me where the screws are.
They might be still back there.
Joseph, they were right there.
Were they?
I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point.
What did you say to me?
What did you say to me? Who, me? Wow, it's like you barely even knew we were here. Only way you can really tell is this yard's feeling a little bit drier already. That's all we leave behind. Dry yards and empty wallets. I'm just kidding. We're very reasonably priced, very fairly priced. You can check our Google reviews, and you'll see the top 3 check marks are professionalism, price, and maybe communication was the other one. I don't know. I'm gonna look them up now because they're probably all 3 wrong. And as one of the business owners, I should probably know what the... Joe, do you know what our 3 most used comments are on our Google reviews? He said professionalism and responsiveness. I'm just gonna Google us real quick and... Oh my god, Joe, where's my phone? Dun 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 dun. Price, communication. Oh, cool. Deck, yard. We do a lot of deck drain cleanouts, a lot of yard cleanouts. Project the future, whatever that means. Anyways, 5 stars, baby. What's up? What's up? What's up? So if we've done an install for you guys, or even if we've helped you guys on YouTube, please search Drain Dudes Exterior Drainage. We're in the Tampa area. That's what we look like, and give us a 5-star review if we've even helped you online, because that helps our business a lot. And we are on the brink of monetizing on YouTube. So yeah, appreciate the support. Like, subscribe, stay tuned for when we get back on lunch, because we're just doing a miniature system on the other side, and I probably won't film that because we're at about 15%. And then tomorrow's the fun side, the backyard.
The next day.
As day 2 of this install, I guess all. Joe's causing a ruckus.
I am. I'm just making a lot of noise.
You know what this means? It means channel install drain. Drain.
I'm sorry.
We're installing a channel drain today. Yep. And it's not the normal 2 1/4. We're going with a big 4, which is actually about 5. But so we got about 25 foot of 4-inch channel drain we'll be installing in that pool area that you saw yesterday. Well, I guess you didn't see it yesterday. You probably saw it like 15 seconds ago. I saw it yesterday. Kind of wild how that works out. Anyways, on this side, what is currently in here is this pipe right here. Was that pipe? It's no good. Just keeps on coming.
Ew.
So we'll go ahead, rip this pipe out, get all the rock out here, and then we'll tune you into the next part. Alright, we're getting all those main rocks out by hand, just filling them in the spaces outside of the lanai that are a little low. Then we'll come through here and clean up all these edges with the rest of that muddy rock. That pipe is about the exact same width as this whole channel, so got to run the Makita. Break some stuff up. That's a good thing about concrete. You can just kind of slice your way on the top, work your way down, and it'll come off in a shelf just like that. We has chiseled away at this whole edge. Just made it freaking super easy. Makita, best power tools on the market. If your toolbox is red, that's cool too. Those are great. I'm just poor, so. Right, Joe, that's why we have Makita.
Sure.
Okay.
No, it's because they're actually the best. The best.
I feel like this is targeted at a specific someone you know.
Hi, Levin. I hope you're watching. Your tools suck. Anyways,
Alright, let's get this.
Levin's our buddy, if you guys were wondering. Alright, can set these channel drains. Gravel bases, cement them, or you can do stringers on top. It's basically a floating system where you'll put wood over it and basically suspend it, pour in concrete, and that concrete fills around it. That's good for smaller drains, 2-inch drains. Something this big, we're gonna actually compact the ground. Below it, we're gonna do gravel base, set it in, make sure it's level, and then cement around it. Whew, it's hot. Whenever you go to cement, tape all of the grate tops. So boom. 20 seconds, we're taped. And now we'll start mixing some. You can do it in a wheelbarrow. It's easy to do it in a 5-gallon bucket. We're using the Secrete fast setting. Sets in like 30 minutes. So you gotta be fast. So once we create this mixture, we're gonna get to it. we've got our cement. Start pouring it in the sides there. Make sure you get it down in these crevices here as best as you can. Guess we can film this as we go. That's the line so far. Now, I am not a concrete maestro by any means. So, if you're a concrete guy and you're seeing this and I'm doing a terrible job, tell me how to improve. Because, we do a lot of channel drains, but we usually don't have crazy edges like this. Hopefully you can see from that angle how actually like steep this edge is. That's that, folks. Channel drain is cemented in. Don't judge my work until we get back from lunch and peel that tape when it's dry. Then if you want to talk shit further, go ahead then you can. I'll understand that. So we're gonna pack up now and go on lunch. Yeah. Alright. Ta-da! We got Culver's again. If you couldn't have guessed. It's the best. It's me.
Besides Whataburger, but
well, yeah. Now, if you're doing this yourself and there are any crevices still that you might have missed or that didn't fill in completely, you can use a product called Sikaflex or Sika or Sika or
really however you want to say it.
Sikaflex. I don't care. It's basically like, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go get it. That's it. One of the cool things about these 4-inch drains is you can actually pop off the caps. You can't do that with the standard 2 1/4. So all this aggregate that got on top between our tape, after blowing this down, we can just pop off the caps, clean out, and it can be cleaned out easily in the future. So that's cool. That's a wrap. All cleaned up. I'm gonna hop in here real quick. Might have to cut the audio because there's music going on in here and the copyright on YouTube will flag it. So sorry if the audio cuts out. Now this piece out here, we directly connected. Joe was doing that while I was cementing and everything, so sorry you didn't get to see that, but all it is that 4-inch pipe connecting directly. There's a little adapter and it just pops in and goes into a 2-way basin. This was a 1-way, we swapped it to a 2-way and connected it. So everything flows down the line, through there, and out. It's in there, I don't know if you guys, or if I got it on camera, but we're checking level the whole way down. So we don't eyeball the channel drains like we can on the normal 4-inch underground drainage systems. These we actually really need to make sure we're either at level or slightly downhill. That's the job today. It was a 4-inch channel drain install, and yesterday I guess was the yard drain, 2-yard drains. Joe, you got anything?
no, I mean, by now you probably know a lot of these projects you can do yourself. It just takes a little bit of effort. But I hope you guys enjoy our videos and watch for some entertainment. Maybe you learned something today, and keep an eye out for the next one. Other than that, have a great day, guys.
Maybe you didn't learn anything, and
maybe you did.
Maybe you already know how to do all this stuff and you do it better than us, and you can let us know how we can improve as well. We'll see you guys in the next video. Go ahead, like, subscribe, helps the channel out a lot. We are approaching 850, I think, subscribers, which is pretty cool.
Heck yeah. Let's get to 1,000, guys. this going to be our next little...
Yeah, like, share. Need to do some kind of little merch giveaway.
Yeah, we should do like a hat.
Yeah, we got cool hats. We can give away a hat. We'll think of an idea. But,
if you guys have an idea of what we should do for a little sweepstakes, drop it down in the comments below. Let us know what you guys would like to do.
any questions, leave them in the comments. This is the longest closeout known to man. See you in the next one. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more.
Yeah, we'll cut that down.
You thought that was the end. Joe thought it was the end. This is staying in it. We're not stopping ever. We're never going to stop the...